In this video guide, we're going to see how we can use an image in Blender and create a projector using a light. So I'm going to start from the beginning, and let's start from a new scene. And I'm going to use this cube and create a room out of this cube. So what I'm going to do is go into edit mode and then select the faces, and now delete the faces. So right click of the mouse and delete faces. And then I'm gonna go back to object mode, and I'm going to add a new mesh, which is gonna be the monkey, and we can use it as our subject. And if it's not oriented properly, you can just rotate it and then resize it. Okay. And I'm also gonna put it down a little bit. So we have kind of a TV set, or photo studio set, where we have the subject inside and kind of the interior of a room. Now, if you have problems with these basic commands or basic actions I've done, you can check the Blender video course or the other video guides in Blender and learn from them. So I'm going to also add here quickly a modifier. I'm going to generate a subdivision surface, so it's going to be nice and smooth monkey head. And so I'm going to use also the light that you find when you open Blender. I'm not going to use the camera, I can delete the camera. I'm just going to use the light because we're interested in using the light and turn it into a projector. And I'm going to bring it down in here. Now there are many types of light, and in the properties on the right side here of the light, so object data properties, we can change this into a spot, which is more indicated for being used as a projector. So I'm gonna point it directly to the monkey head. And now to see a little bit more, we can change the visualization into the render mode. Now this is right now the Eevee render, which is fine to start with, but then we need to change it. So all we need to do with the Eevee render is just change like the cone of the light or position the light differently. And let's go back to the parameters. I'm gonna decrease the intensity because this is now too intense, and I can change the color also, but I cannot change image. Now to change also more advanced parameters, we need to switch from Eevee into cycles. Once you do this switch, of course, you're gonna have better results right away, but also if you go back to the light, you will see you will have more options. For example, here you can use the nodes, and these are the ones we need to set up the image to project and create a projector. So I'm going to click on use nodes, and you will see now this extra stuff that we didn't have before. And also you can see more accurately if you go in the shading interface. So if you select shading, you can go inside and you can see we have nodes here that we can use now. So this is because I'm selecting here in the rendering view, and in the render settings, I'm selecting cycles. If I select Eevee, those will not show. So for example, if I change here the strength or the color, it won't be affected. So if I go to cycles, there you go. Now I can see the color and I can see also the strength. Okay, once we clear this out, let's go for an image that we can use. Now, if we look on the web, Venetian blind noir, this is an effect that is used in many movies, and especially like old movies, noir movies, where they create these Venetian blinds projected effect. So we can use the projector to create these effects, or for example, we can project a window, or we can project a plant, or a window with a plant, or a window with trees, branches, or whatever. So how do we create this effect of shadows and being projected, and windows and things like that, or Venetian blinds? Well, we just need an image that is black and white, and it's supposed to be flat. So here we already see the projection in these images. So you may want to look for something flat. So I'm going to do a pretty simple example here using horizontal stripes, black and white, and using this image here from nitpicks.com, which it's a website where you can find a lot of images, and we dedicated another video guide to this. So just right click and save the image from here, from the search. Okay, you save the image. I already saved it. It's right here. And I'm gonna use it as image to be projected. But you can use any image if you want. Now I'm gonna use this, but you can definitely use any image, even colored images, if you wanna have like the kind of movie projector or a TV projector. So every black and white image can be used. Now I'm gonna close this browser window and I'm gonna go back into Blender, and here you can see the emission, and then we have this yellow dot. We also have that yellow dot if we go inside the light, and if we use the nodes, it's right down here. So not here in the color, but down here we have this yellow dot. Now that yellow dot is used to apply the image. So I can use it in here, I can use it in there. It's the same. So I'm gonna click and drag with the left mouse from that yellow dot and just type texture. Be careful with the spelling. And that's gonna be an image texture. Or you can just drag and drop the image right here. It should convert it into this node. And now we see purple because there is no image. So I'm going to click on open, and I'm going to navigate into the Blender folder where I saved the stripes. And now we can start to see something. Now, the blurriness of the shadows depends on two main factors usually. One is the size of the source that you're using, and also the spread. So if we change and make a smaller radius in the spot, we will see that. And this looks like more like jail bars than Venetian blinds because they are like in vertical, not horizontal. And so one way we can fix this is, well, we can try to rotate the light, but usually it doesn't do the trick. So what we need is to create a mapping right here. So we need a vector, and we click and drag out. And for this, we need to look for the vector mapping. Or also you can go to add vector and mapping. And then another one, we need to add input texture coordinate. That's another node, and we need to bring it in here. And now we don't see anything. Why? Because, well, first of all, let's also have a look here. We have flat, sphere, box. So this is different types of mapping, and also repeat. Well, in this case, I want to use like clip or extend. And you may want to have a look to the rotation. So you can see that usually this is a problem concerning the rotation. So if I do like 90 degrees here and 90 degrees here, I should fix it. But this changes depending on what you're using. So if you're using like the point, it's going to be more difficult because it's going to come from the point. But also we have different ways. For example, we can use the camera or the UV. There you go. So we need to find the correct one. And once we have it, it's just a matter of, you know, set up the rotation right. Okay. But if we want to manage this a little bit better, there you go. So now we kind of find the way, but also we can have distorted ones. So this is extend, but we can also do clip, which is only going to use a portion of the image, repeat to repeat it many times. And there's the effect. So we need to struggle a little bit, but then we find the way. Now, I usually use area when I do these effects because area is more flexible. It can be used for many situations. And here we have the spread. So you want to decrease the spread, and you want to set it like something like 1 or minus than 1. And this creates like a tiny window opening effect, as you can see. So in this case, we want to enlarge the size. and this creates like a rectangular image. So just like when you're using a projector, and I can click and drag this projector around. I can also use here the rotation on the sidebar to be more precise. So if I say, okay, 90, 90, 0, okay, now it's pointing this other way. Okay, let's make 180, okay, and so we can choose to rotate this other way. And again, it's just a matter of mapping. So we need to understand how to map this correctly because it's coming again like vertical. So let's try to change this and make extend. And also let's like go back to 0, 0, 0 rotation. And well, in this case, you can see it's already okay. So we don't need to do any more than applying here the UV vector, and that's gonna work fine. If we do generated, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different. So again, you can play around with this and see if you find something better, but you know, this is what we need in the end. And also we can use clip, which right now is giving the same result. And we can adjust the size because this is like a rectangular projector projecting the image. Now, if you want to simulate like a movie projector, you can use any image. So I'm just gonna click here and assign another type of image. For example, here I have some screenshots. I'm gonna use this just to show you that, you see, I can project this and use it as a image projector. Now, if you want to see the image looking good and not blurred, you need to decrease the spread even more, like 0.1. So it shows now a nice projected image in there. And this will be all for this video guide. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe to the channel to stay updated. And if you want to support us, thank us, join the channel as a supporter and check our other video courses and video guides. So thanks and see you in the next.